SmackDown took place from the Thunderdome tonight, and of course, this is the go-home show to Hell in a Cell, which takes place this Sunday in 2 nights. Started the show off with the KO show with Daniel Bryan. You have Kevin Owens hosting. Not too interested in the segment. Didn't really get my attention too much, to be honest. Ziggler comes out with Robert Roode. I'm thinking to myself, this is like something I've seen so much. How many times have I seen Dolph fucking Ziggler on my TV screen interrupt some segment? God, I wish that guy was gone. This sucked. Street Profits interrupt, and eventually it sets up a tag team match. You have Cesaro and Nakamura there. All chaos. I'm just waiting for Teddy Long to come out and make this a tag match. This was a nothing segment. It has nothing to do with Hell in a Cell. No one cares about this fucking match. I guess Hell in a Cell is just going to have 4 matches now, because I'm not sure what they're going to do. But you had KO, Daniel Bryan, and the Street Profits against Ziggler, Roode, Cesaro, and Nakamura. The baby faces win. Daniel Bryan, Owens, and the Profits get the win here. So not too surprising, to be honest. I'm not shocked. Who won this match? I think it was pretty obvious who'd win. Then you had after that, you had Michael Cole and Corey Graves talk about Miz and Morrison and the feud with Otis. And you have Law and Otis, which is a spoof of Law and Order. Ron Simmons is the bailiff, and he introduced the judge. And the judge is JBL. JBL runs down the charges, including emotional distress. Miz's lawyers tried to speak, but Miz cut her off. He's disgusted that Otis has the Money in the Bank briefcase and believes someone like him should have it. Otis pointed out that he should have the briefcase because he won the Money in the Bank. Miz's lawyer noted that he has a point, and Miz fires her, which sets up the feud to continue, the segment to continue later. Then they go back to the show. Bianca Belair comes out. Then they go back to Bryan Owens and the Street Profits backstage celebrating. Sami Zayn approaches Daniel Bryan as he walks off. He's upset. He called him out before. Bryan tried saying he didn't call him out. Zayn didn't care, and they're basically setting up a match. You had Bianca Belair face Lena Vega. We all know who's going to win. Bianca Belair is like a -1,000 favorite here. Zelina Vega is so much smaller than Bianca. Bianca can just throw her around. This was actually a good match. Bianca's good, and Zelina's good. They worked hard. It was basically a showcase for Bianca. Zelina got some advantage. A bit too much offense for Zelina, but she ended up... Bianca does a flip. She takes her out. Zelina tries to get her away from her. Zelina gets some kicks, but Bianca hits her with the military press slam. But the problem is, she just drops her into the turnbuckle. When she was in NXT, what she did here was she basically marched around the ring with Zelina. When she was in NXT, she would lift you over your head like a deadlift, or not a deadlift. No, she'd deadlift you and she'd lift you over her head numerous times, 3-4 times. She went to that to Candice LeRae, I believe. It was really crazy. But this one, she just throws you around and does her move, and then she hits the KOD for the win. They do a Lars Sullivan showcase next, so this is the new roster. Charlotte Sullivan defeats Shorty G. Poor Shorty G. I don't have much good to say about Lars Sullivan. So Caleb Braxton tried to interview Shorty G again, and he quit. I don't know if this is real, but Michael barely acknowledges he quit, so I guess he actually quit. They show Elise Ashton. She feels bad for Shorty G. She brought up her guest Seth Rollins. He says he's a leader and Murphy's a follower. He's going to define Murphy's role. Then you had they show Roman Reigns hanging at a table in the locker room, and Reigns doesn't want to talk to Heyman. Shorty G's in the locker room. Adam Pearce wants to know if he heard him right. He quit. Shorty G noted he does quit. He quits being Shorty G. He's tired of being the smiling face. He mocked the Shorty G character and he couldn't get anything done. And he's an Olympian and a state champion. His name's Chad Gable, and thank God he's back. Chad Gable's back. He's not to be Shorty G anymore. You had a Bayley promo. This was a really good segment. She's sitting in a ring with her steel chair. Everyone wants to know why she didn't sign the contract. She refused to sign it. Sasha comes out and wearing an outfit. Nice outfit, I have to say. I like Sasha a lot tonight. She comes out. She says Bayley's going to sign the contract. and Bayley refuses to sign. Sasha takes her title. Bayley grabs the belt. They have like a tug of war over the belt. Then Banks ducks the chair shot, and finally Sasha is able to hit Bayley with a knee. She puts Bayley's head in the chair. Bayley escapes it, then she puts her back in the chair, and Bayley is basically in a submission in the chair while the chair's up. And there Sasha forces Bayley to sign the contract, and the match is on. It's happening. Bayley, Sasha Banks, Hell in a Cell this Sunday. It's on. Bayley signed it. I rant about this. I really wish this was saved for WrestleMania. I really want to see Sasha Banks get her huge WrestleMania moment that she never really has had. All the other horsewomen in her group have had their moments, to be honest. She's never got to have one. I'd love to see her win the Royal Rumble, then go to WrestleMania, challenge Bayley, defeat Bayley, her friend, and the feud ends at WrestleMania. Sasha wins. I think that'd be such a good story. Instead, they're going this way. I think Sasha will win, but I kind of wish they would have saved it for WrestleMania. You had Law and Otis. You had back in the courtroom, Miz examined his first witness, Morrison, and John Morrison talked about Otis assaulting him. Mysterio took the next stand, and then you had Asuka take the stand. She screams in Japanese. Then Teddy Long's there, Tucker's there. He said Miz sending Mandy was wrong. He asked JBL if he can witness the hostile. And Tucker continues to go on and on. No one would listen, and then Simmons tells everyone to shut up. He's going back with the decision. Back from the break, JBL returned. He noted Miz's charges of causing emotional stress are a part of being a WWE superstar. He pointed out that Otis has a full year to cash in Money in the Bank. And JBL ruled in Otis' favor, but Miz forgot to introduce a key piece of evidence. Miz gave JBL a briefcase with money. JBL literally heard dollar signs and ruled in Miz's favor instead. He ordered Otis to defend the Money in the Bank briefcase at Hell in a Cell against The Miz. And Ron Simmons is unhappy. He walks to the center room. He yells, "Damn!" And that's a segment. It was an entertaining segment. And you have Miz and Otis at Hell in a Cell for the briefcase. I think Miz wins that for sure. Murphy and Seth Rollins. Seth gets the win here, no surprise. I thought they could have built this up better, send it to a bigger show, but Seth wins. It's basically the whole feud they had on Raw just moved to SmackDown. It was a good match. It went on for a long time. He had Dominic and Ray backstage, and Aaliyah. And she's unhappy. She's worried what's happening there. Eventually, Rollins, when he defeats Murphy, he gets a kendo stick. And you have Aaliyah beg Ray and Dominic to help, but they won't. And then Rollins teases him, hitting him. And then Aaliyah comes out. She enters the ring. She tries to protect Murphy. Rollins stood over her. Dominic runs out, and Rollins left the ring. And then he kept asking Aaliyah why she came there. Rollins jumped Dominic, and then Ray made the save. They're both upset with Aaliyah, and Dominic keeps saying she shouldn't be there. Aaliyah walked away, checked on Murphy. Ray and Dominic stopped arguing, stared at Murphy and Aaliyah. The angle after the match is well done. A backstage worker knocked on Roman's locker room. Heyman entered. He was annoyed. He said Reigns would go when he's ready. Tribal consequences. This is the last segment with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso before their match. Reigns and Heyman make their way to the ring. Reigns talks about all the stuff with Heyman. Uso takes off his mask and reveals it's really Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso appears and he attacks him. Jey runs wild, grabs a chair. Roman tries to fight back, but Jey continues to beat him up. He hits him with a super kick, hits him with a splash from the top. Jimmy and Jey celebrate from the top of the ramp. Roman then regains his composure. He grabbed the mic and he says, if he quits, he won't be champion to face the WWE or to hold the table, but he'll be good. Reigns says that when he makes Jey quit, it's all over him. He noted that Jey and Jimmy would be out of the family. Not only will they be out, but so will their wives and children. He stated that the consequences, those are the consequences of the Hell in a Cell match on Sunday. He stood in the ring as the cell was lowered. Jey walked back to the ring. He climbs up the side of the cage. And that's basically how the show ends. And Michael Cole and Kurt Graves say it. Jey says, if I quit, the Usos are out of the dynasty, which is just stupid fucking stipulation, but they had to add that at the last second. I don't know, to get more heat on the match. I thought that was a horrible fucking stupid stipulation. It's dumb, but they added it. Anyway, I thought the show was good. I thought this was a good go-home show. I thought they did the angles well, and I'm looking forward to watching Hell in a Cell this Sunday.